Alright, this workflow will write hyper-personalized LinkedIn DM. Not only DM, it will also find the email addresses and it will send the email to our CRM. In this case, we are using GoHighLevel CRM, and whenever the contact will be added to our CRM, a automated email sequence will be run. So that's how you can start DMing and also starting email campaign at the same time. Anyways, let me show you what type of DM it's writing. So this is the DM sample that our workflow has written. Now, as you can see here, this is hyper personalized. Why? Because as you can see here, it knows what this client is writing on online, what this client is posting on LinkedIn, and what they are doing online, what their name, what their company, I mean everything, right? Now, after getting all the data, our AI is just complementing at the first part, and second part, it's offering our services. So in this term, I'm offering my automation business, and as you can see here at the first part, it has just analyzed everything. Now it knows what this client is doing. Then it just combined my automation journey with it. Now it write a message that how I can help with automation for his business or for his daily life. That's really awesome, right? Now, as you can see here, hey Nick, I loved your recent episode with Pat Flynn. How I know? Because I know he posted about it. Now, if I send a DM to any LinkedIn profile or prospect, and if that message is like a robotic message, there is no value for him, then why would he reply? Or why would she reply, right? Now, this message has value. Now, this message is getting his attention, because I'm saying something that he is doing and I'm offering something that might help him, right? Now, we did not find email for this one, and also we did not find for this profile also. Maybe there is a problem why I did not find it, because currently we are using anymailfinder to find the email, but we are using anymailfinder API to search LinkedIn profile to get the email addresses. But I think we need to change it to first name, last name and company details to get the email addresses. Anyway, I will show you how to do that. And another message is here, there is also the hyper personalized. Now, what you need to do to start the automation? All you have to do is just copy a LinkedIn profile and give it here. This is hyper personalized DM. It will cost you a little bit of money, but I have another workflow that is really cheaper. I mean, you can get thousands of results for only $1. And for that workflow, I'm using Bright Data. You know, Bright Data is really cheaper. So you can get thousands of results for only $1.50. That's really cheap. Now, this won't be as hyper personalized as that one, but it will get profile data and including his company details, his about data, first name, last name. So let me show you the data that it's getting. So it's getting full name, about data, company name, position in that company, and also it's generating DM. Now it don't know what the client is posting. That's why maybe this is not that much personalized. But anyways, if you are budget sensitive, then you can go for this workflow. This is really good. Again, for this workflow to work on, you have to give a LinkedIn profile. Now let me show you a demo. So let's get for a profile. So let's capture a profile. Which one? Okay, let's go for this one. Escort, right? Okay, let's copy it. Let's go for the Apify one. Oh, before starting it, let me mention which one is expensive, which one is cheaper. So we are using one workflow based on Apify, another is one Bright Data. Now Bright Data is cheaper one, and Apify one is a little bit expensive because you have to pay their monthly subscription in top of the actor uses, and in top of that, if you are using any paid actor, then you have to pay for that. So I'll show you that in a moment. Anyways, so let's paste a profile here. Now we have two profile already scraped. Now we have given another one. Let's see what we are getting, right? So this one. So let's run the workflow from here. All you have to do is just click this test workflow. Now we are using test workflow as trigger because this is not in the production. Whenever this will go for the production, you have to set up a trigger that will start the automation. It can be a schedule trigger, and a schedule trigger will schedule the system and it will run for it. Now both platform has their own capability and drawbacks. The main drawback that I see with these two platforms is Apify is really faster, Bright Data is a little bit of slower. So for Apify it takes 10 to 15 seconds to scrape one profile, and for Bright Data it takes 1 minute. 30 seconds to 1 minute to scrape a profile. But again, it's cheaper. So what data we have got here? We have got name, we have got about data, we have got first post, we have got second post, we have got third post, we have got DM. Hey Scott, your bonus plan post really resonated. I love how you make alignment practical, so on and so forth. And then we are offering our automation business. All right, we have scraped the result, right? Now let's go for the Bright Data one. Now we can give the same profile here, the same one, and let's scrape this one with Bright Data. Now let's test the workflow and it will start working. All right, so we have got the responses. Let's see what we have got here. So we have got name, about data, company data, and also the position of that company and DM. So hey Scott, I'm always inspired to meet fellow persons with a Lean Six Sigma background. Alright, so we have got the DM, but this is not hyper personalized like the previous one because it has the post data and this one don't have the post data. That's the difference. Now, if you're budget sensitive, then go for this one. If you are not budget sensitive, if you are quality sensitive, then go for the Apify one. It's totally up to you. You may have another question. Hey, do I have to add the profile manually like this? I should say yes and also no. If you want to run the system automatically on autopilot, then you may not get the qualified lead for that automation. Let me show you why. So this is another workflow that will be scraping LinkedIn jobs. So what we can do here is we can scrape LinkedIn jobs and then we can get the LinkedIn jobs poster URL. Now, if we have the LinkedIn job poster URL, then we can add that URL to our Google Sheet. Now then Google Sheet will have thousands of data of recruitment consultant, right? Now this workflow, how this workflow will work? This workflow will simply take the filter page of your LinkedIn search term. So what we are searching here? We are searching automation developer location in United States, right? Now we can take this URL and then we can give the URL to this automation. So how we can give it? Just test it. Then a form will pop up. Inside the form, give the URL. After giving the URL, it will start working and it will scrape that search term on LinkedIn and it will get all the job posting for that search term. Now, after getting the search term data, you will have the job poster account. You can get the account and you can upload the account to your Google Sheet. This is not suggested and I don't suggest this method because this way you may not have proper and qualified lead. But I suggest to have upload the contact manually. Alright, so we have got the responses from LinkedIn job scraper. So as you can see here, we have got the LinkedIn jobs. And inside the job posting, you will have job poster profile URL, right? Now you can upload this to your Google Sheet on here and you will have hundreds of data. But there are some problems. If you get the profile like that, then you may not get qualified leads because they will be random. But that workflow may help for freelancers who are looking for jobs. Now they can reach out to the recruitment managers and they may get hired. So this is the workflow that if you are a freelancer, then this might help you. But if you need qualified leads, then get the profile manually, upload it on Google Sheet. Maybe in a day you can upload hundreds of data, hundreds of profiles. Then you can start your workflow and it will start working on it. It will get the data, it will add the DM here. Then you can start sending the DMs manually, right? That's how you can get qualified leads. All right, that's for the demo. Let's see how the system is working and how you can build the system. All right, so first we have a trigger. This is the testing trigger. This is manual trigger. But if you go for the production, you have to add a trigger that will start your automation. And also you have to activate it. If you're a beginner, sometimes you don't activate it and you message me, hey, why it's not working, right? So you have to activate it and then you have to add a trigger that will start working. So at this time you can use a schedule trigger if you are going for production, if you are going to use this automation for your business, right? Now after scheduling the workflow, it will start working. How? This is the Google Sheet get data profile. So what we are getting here, we're simply getting rows. We need to get the data from our Google Sheet because our Google Sheet is holding our LinkedIn profiles that we want to scrape, right? Now we have an added filter. If you don't add the filter, then it will get the same profile over and over again. So we have to add a filter that says if profile scraped column is empty, then get that profile only. So what we have here is it says profile scraped, right? Now if this field is empty, then get the profile. If it's not empty, that means that profile is already scraped, right? So we have added the filter. Now we are getting only that profile that is not scraped yet. After getting the profile, we are looping the item. Now let's say you have added hundreds of profile in a day and you started the automation. Now it will get hundreds of profile in a single run. You don't want to run everything at a time. If you send 100 data to your Apify, you may get blocked, right? So that's why we are sending one data at a time. That's why we are using loop over items. So this loop over items node is looping over. What it's looping? It's getting the data, it's sending one data to the next node. What is next node? This is our scraper. So we are sending the request to our Apify. This is our URL. Now you may ask, where can I get that URL? It's unique URL. How can I get it? It's easy. All you have to do is just to go to your preferred actor. Let's say this is your actor, right? You're using LinkedIn Jobs Scraper. Now how you can get the data? You can get the data by clicking this API button and API endpoint. Also you can get API client, and here you have to select curl. After going to say URL, then all you have to do is just copy everything, then paste it in your curl. Now the easiest way is to using endpoint. So this is your API endpoint. Just copy this one. This is until this run. You don't need the token. You will add the token manually. So how you can adding the token? So let's get back to our workflow again. This is the URL that we have added. Then this is some parameters we are sending, like header. This is the header parameter. So how we are sending? We are sending accept application.json, I mean application/json, and authorization will be BRR API key. This is our API key, right? This is our API key, and here is the keyword that says BRR. I don't know why this says BRR, but some platform says BRR, another says another word, and some don't have any word. So this is their system. You have to add a BRR, then a space, then your API key. How you will get your API key? It's really easy. Just go to your settings. Inside the settings, you will have your API. This is your API. You can create as many API as you need, and also you will get a default API key. You can copy the API key and paste it there. Now in the meantime, I want to mention about my community. If you want to join the community, then you will get all the templates including my support. Check the link in the description. Also, if you want to get this specific workflow, you can check the link in the description. You will get it there. Alright, so let's get back to our workflow again. So we are sending the request. This time we are running the actor. So we are sending the request to Apify. What data we are sending? We are sending the profile. So this is a JSON format, this, and it says limit 5 and username is this. On the right side, as you can see, this is the result. Now how you can get it? That's another question, right? So let's say this is your scraper, right? To get this data, you have to click this JSON. So after setting up everything here, let's say this is your search term. This is job scraper. This is your search term, I mean the filter. And then after adding everything, you have to go to JSON. Then you will have your JSON data ready. Just copy the JSON and paste your JSON here. That's it. After pasting the JSON, we are giving the data to Apify. Hey Apify, this is the profile, this is the data, just scrape it. Right? After giving the data, we are checking the status. Now, before checking, we are also waiting. So we are waiting 15 seconds. After waiting 15 seconds, we are getting the status of our scraper. So we are checking if the data is ready or not. So we are checking the status, yes. If the status says succeed, then go to the next step. Until if it's not, then we have a filter here. So the filter says if the status says succeed, this one says succeed, that's why it's going to the true branch. But if it says running or anything else without except succeed, then it will start loop. So what it means is if the data is not ready, then it will go to the false route, and false route will go to the waiting node again. Then it will start to wait another 15 seconds, and after 15 seconds it will check the status again. Now then if the status is ready, it says yes, I'm ready, I'm succeed, then it will go to the true route. Now true route will try to get the data from Apify. How you can get it? Again, you have to change your URL. Again, this time you have to use this URL, Apify endpoint, and get last run dataset items. Just copy this one and paste it here. Now you have your URL, you have your authorization key. In this term, you don't have to send the JSON body because we already sent it. Now we are getting the data. We have got the data, right? We have got 6 items. All right, so after getting 6 items, we are sending the profile data to our Google Sheet. So this is 6 items. We are not going to update the profile name 6 times. That doesn't make any sense, right? So we are updating the profile name only once. That's why we are sending 2 route. So we are sending 6 data to our limit node. Limit node is limiting it to 1, and 1 limiter is updating the data. So inside this node, as you can see here, we are just updating first name, last name, about data. Right? Then this is our post. Now we have got 6 posts and we are aggregating it. Aggregating means all the 6 items will be combined in a single package. So we are sending the single package to our Google Sheet again to upload the data. Now here we are adding recent post 1, recent post 2, recent post 3. And also we have added a manual text that says, yes, profile is a script and post is a script. We are sending this 2 yes to our Google Sheet to track for the next profile. So that's how we are starting the filter. So if we get back to our workflow again here, so here we have a filter. It says profile script. If the value is empty, then it will get for the profile. If it's not, then it will ignore it, right? Alright, so let's get back to our canvas, and again we are checking here with the if node. If the profile script is yes, this one is here, equal to yes, then go for the next node. What is next node? Next node is DM trigger. So now we will be feeding all of the data to our OpenAI. In this time we are using OpenAI 4.1. You know, right now this is the expensive and advanced model. That's why we are using GPT 4.1. You know, whenever you are watching this video, if there is an advanced one, then you can use that one because you are just using a little bit of tokens. So this is really important to get hyper personalized DM. That's why whenever you are watching this video, go for the highest model, right? Maybe it may be 5, 6, 7 GPT. So then go for it. And here we are giving the data to our OpenAI. What data we are giving? Your friendly automation consultant reaching out to potential clients on LinkedIn. We are giving first name, last name, LinkedIn, about data, recent post, and write a short, very human sounding LinkedIn DM. Maximum to 4 sentences. Right? Now on the right side, this is the result. What result? The result about what we are giving to our AI. This is the data we are giving. And this is the output we are getting. Hey Scott, your bonus plan post really resonated. Right? Let's get back to our canvas. After getting the response, again, we are uploading the response to our Google Sheet. As simple as that. And here we have just added another manual text that says DM generated yes. So we are sending this text to our Google Sheet. It will say DM generated yes, right? To track our data. And let's get back to our canvas again. This time we are using MailFinder. We are using anymailfinder to find the emails, right? So inside the anymailfinder, we are sending LinkedIn profiles, right? We are using LinkedIn profile to get the email addresses. But what you can do, I think this is better if you go for decision maker search. So All you have to do is just give it a company name. But if you don't have a company name, you have person's data like company name and full name, then you can get it on. What we have? We have first name, last name, that means full name, and we don't have company data. We don't have that, so we cannot use this one, right? So we may use it. If we don't use company data, that also get our result, but that result is not accurate. Maybe it is accurate, maybe it's not. All right, so it's better to search with these two terms. But anyway, you can get a response with company data, only company data. That's how you can search it, company data. Just give it a company name. Right now, most of the time we may use LinkedIn URL. If the profile is really popular, then you can get the email addresses using LinkedIn URL. But recently I saw that the profile may not that popular. That's why I did not get the emails. But many of the times I used LinkedIn URL scraper. Scraping by LinkedIn URL, it works. But if it does not, then go for the other options, right? How you can do it? They have a API explanation. So all you have to do, just go to read API documentation, and you will find here, find email person. So this is the endpoint and this is the curve. Now you have to add this like this. That's it. How you can do it? Let's get back to our workflow. This is your endpoint and this is your API key and this is the data. Now if it says, let's get back to our finder. If it says this like domain and full name, then copy this JSON format, paste it here and enter your domain and first name, last name. Right now it says, yeah, we have got the response. It's a success, but the result is not found. Status code 404, that means they did not find any data for that LinkedIn profile. Now we have a filter. If we don't find any email, then don't do anything. But if you find the email, that it will go to the true route, and true route will be connected to our GoHighLevel. Inside the GoHighLevel, we have json.email. That means the email addresses will be here, and also we have full name, and also full name will be sent to our GoHighLevel. Now with this data, GoHighLevel can start the email marketing campaign. That's for another video's explanation. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. Anyways, let's go to the next workflow. Now we are using Bright Data. As I mentioned, Bright Data is really cheaper. How you can set it up? All you have to do, just go to Bright Data, create an account, add your card. You will get $6 or $5, and for $5 you will get 5,000 results. Right now you have to go to web scraper library. Then LinkedIn here, you will have LinkedIn here. It's not popping up. So after clicking the LinkedIn, you'll find something like this one. It says LinkedIn people's profile collect by URL. Now go to next and click this API builder, and you have to give one profile or multiple profiles. If you go for multiple profiles, then you can scrape multiple profiles in a single run. Right now let's go for one, and this is your card data. Right, so you have to authorization, BRR, your API key, then your content type, then your URL. So let's get back to our workflow, and as I mentioned, this is our trigger. Trigger is getting the profiles, then this is our profile scraper. Inside the profile scraper, this is the trigger, right? This is the endpoint. Where we are getting it? Again, it's the same thing. This is our endpoint, as it says API Bright Data trigger, right? This is our endpoint. Great. Now this is our dataset ID. Every time your account may have different dataset ID. Dataset ID means the actor ID. In simple term, in Apify, it's actor. It says something like dataset or something like that. So this is the dataset ID, and include your yes, and authorization will be BRR, your API key, then content type, application serialization, and we are sending again body. What body? The body will be LinkedIn profile. So we are sending the LinkedIn profile here, and then we are waiting again 30 seconds because, as I mentioned, Bright Data is a little bit of slower. So after 30 seconds, we are trying to get the data. If the status is ready, then it will go to the next step. It will say profile data. Now profile data will have name, profile URL, city, location, country code, post, and it will also have the post, what this profile is posting. So if you want to add post and want to get more personalization data, then you can add this post title to your Google Sheet, and you can add the Google Sheet profile links, post links to your AI. That's up to you. I didn't do it here, but you can do it anyways. Alright, so after getting this data, we are sending this data to profile upload. So we are uploading the profile to our Google Sheet. Again, we have a filter here. If we don't find a profile, if the profile is empty, or if somehow the scraper did not get the data, if it failed, then it will loop over. It will go for the second item. Instead of stopping, it will go for the second item, second profile. Right then, it will check if yes, profile script, yes. If the profile script says yes, this one, profile script equal to yes, then it will go for the next one, that is DM trigger. Inside the DM trigger, again, we are sending the data. What data? Position, company name, about data, full name, so on and so forth. And after giving the data, we are getting the message. Right? Amazing. Now we have got our DM. If the DM is generated, we have added a filter. Then go for the next one, that is MailFinder. Again, we are using anymailfinder, the same thing, but the first para or the first section is updated to Apify to Bright Data. Alright, I think this will clear things up. And if you want to build this automation for yourself, I have explained everything in clear word. You may take time and build the system. And how I explained it, I don't know how I explained it, but if you have any question, you can comment below. If you have any suggestion for me, how I can update or what I can build next, you can also give me the suggestion inside the comment. And don't forget to check out the community. You can get personal connection, one-on-one support, and all of my templates for free inside the community. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Until then, keep creating.